Now, I am sometimes known for covering some fairly niche subjects on this channel, but even I think I can safely say with absolute confidence that this is the video that literally nobody has been asking for. This is a point-by-point comparison of 2 available pre-packed snowballs that you can get at your local supermarkets. Probably, possibly, maybe. Yeah, this is a thing. I did actually get asked to cover this quite some time ago. A few people on my Baby Sham video, if you've not watched that, cards, asked me to cover this, and also one called Cherry Bee, because they're kind of like the evil triad of sort of miniatures that you take home and have with something. They're sort of the 80s Bermuda Triangle of booze, if you will. I mean, there's other things available, but these are kind of like the things that stick out to people that are still available as their kitschy, weird, yesteryear booze. But as I was going to pick up a 4-pack of this lovely lurid green bottle, this stuck out, and I was like, oh, that looks legit. That must be what they've rebranded as. So I picked that up and then realised that they're 2 completely different products. So I've ended up spending near enough makes no difference, say £7 odd on this assortment. I've got 3 more of these in the fridge because you can only buy them as a 4-pack. So I thought the only logical thing would be for me to drink both on camera, and people can be like, what is he doing? What is going on here? Also, this is the first video that I'm recording after it's happened, so if you all think that there's something wrong with me, there's 1,000 of you now. So who really here needs the help? Please don't leave, for God's sake. Yeah, so this should be interesting. I'm not really quite sure what way round to do this. I suppose a straight side-by-side comparison, because you're probably thinking, well, how different can they be? And the answer is, there are differences. One's in a bottle, one's in a can, for starters. But beyond that, beyond the cosmetic differences, there are some differences in terms of price and also in terms of delivery. So this one is the legit one from Warninks. I don't know why I keep saying legit. They're the biggest name in Advocaat, that bustling category that it is, but you get what I mean. They're the biggest name. And this is their kind of like sort of premixed cocktail can notion. It's 4.3 ABV, whereas the old bottled one is 3.5, so automatically this one's a bit stronger. I would guess that means there's more Advocaat in it, although I don't know. I think I'm right in saying there's a bit of spiel on this. I'm wrong, actually. They don't go, it says it's smooth and mellow, and then they just kind of repeat the logo on both sides, which seems like a bit of a waste of ink, to be honest, but okay. And this one, there's even less. The back's just blank. And it says smooth and refreshing. That one says smooth and mellow, so going with similar ideas. Lemonade, Advocaat, and lime. Contains egg and sulfites. This one's 200ml, this one's 250, I want to say? Yes, 250, so differences in size as well. This one's cheaper, but this one's bigger and stronger, so they roughly work out the same. If you're going to do a breakdown by milliliter, which I did, the difference is 0.065 to 0.070 in terms of cost to milliliter. So, I mean, negligible, it's not even 0.1, so doesn't make that much of a difference. It's, I think, more about whether you just want 1 or 4, really. If you're having a party, you're probably going to pick up these. If you're just having something to scull on the train, because this is your jam and you've been waiting all year and all of your life for this to finally happen, then this is probably your jam. So I'm going to open these and compare them. I think the most sensible thing for me to do is open the weaker one first. I don't think there's going to be a great deal of difference, I'm not going to lie. I expect this one to be more lemonade heavy and this one to be more Advocaat-y, because that seems to be what they've done based off the ABVs, but we shall see. A crack into this. Now, oh, actually, it does say on it somewhere, store in a cool down tray and shake before use. There's lemonade in this and it's asking me to shake it, so I'm going to do as it says. If this goes everywhere, I swear to God. Whoa. Oh, okay, we're all right. Now then, I'm not. That's on the floor. I'm not going to be pouring these out. So if you want to know what colour these are, you ever seen the colour yellow? Yeah, me too. Let's move on. Right, so. Oh, hang on, what does that remind me of? Oh, I had a flash of memory and then... Yogurty, that's what it is. It's reminding me of like Muller Corner yogurts. Specifically, the banana one that you got, like we still can get them, like chocolate covered cornflakes, the banana yogurt. Yeah, that's what that's reminding me of, banana yogurt. Which is an interesting start. I don't know where these guys source their Advocaat from, but it says it's produced for Accolade Wines Limited. Why are they ringing a bell? I get the feeling we've crossed paths before, but I couldn't say off the top of my head. And there's some coding on the bottle. It's probably just bottle speak. Okay, I'm kind of excited based off of the smell of this. This actually smells pretty good, I'm not going to lie. Only because it smells like yogurt, and I quite like... I mean, I'm not, you know, Terry level of I like yogurt, but I still quite like a yogurt. Oh, that's so nice. It's super sweet. I can safely say I have never made a snowball that tastes like this. And that's bad of me, because this is gloriously nice. It's quite sweet, duh. It does taste more yogurty. There's more of a yogurty thing going on than anything else. It's not really reminding me of Advocaat. Do you know, if you gave this to me in a blind tasting and I taste it, I'd be like, holy shit, you finally found a use for that Bols yogurt liqueur shit. Wow, well done. It's quite thin. There's like a hint of like super cheap white lemonade, but actually the Advocaat kind of dominates it, and what it does is it brings forward a beautiful vanilla flavour. And it does just have this like yogurty zip to it. It's I was expecting this to be bullshit. It's actually pretty good. It's actually really pretty good. I'm glad I've got a fridge of these now. Okay, I'm going to enjoy that, but here's the question. What's the Warninks one like? Now then, because this is quite thick and coating, what have I done with it? Where is it? It's here. I've got myself a glass of water ready, which I do normally have anyway between shooting, but I don't normally sip mid-video. The reason being, it's important to keep hydrated, guys. It really is. You ever seen a bathroom sponge in an abandoned house? You don't want to end up like that. Don't ask me how I know what an abandoned bathroom sponge looks like. But anyway, let's crack on with this. See, crack, because you've got to crack it open because there's a can. I'm so fucking funny. Right, so this one, keep in a dark and cold place, best served when chilled. Also, it doesn't say to serve this one chilled, but because it says to serve this chilled, I thought I'd give them both the same treatment to make it a bit more of an even playing field. Contains egg, best before sea base. Doesn't say about shaking this one. So does that mean I shouldn't? I'm going to invert it. Just in case it needs to, but I'm scared of full-on shaking it. Because that one it actively said to, but this one, it doesn't. So I'm just going to fold it. If this one goes everywhere, this is going to skeet all over the room, isn't it? Oh, okay. Again, anticlimactic. Oh, that's not an appealing look. Smells way more of lime, but it looks like I've opened a can of pus. It does not look attractive at all. Oh, that looks horrendous. Do you know, it's one of the appeals of that being on a green bottle, and it's one of the rare occasions where I will advocate for a green bottle. Because, ooh, that does not look, it looks like you've opened up a wound. I've got to drink this now. Okay. Heavy on the lime, like super citrusy. More of the individual components come through on this one. I would not say it's nicer. Oh, actually, the lemonade in that is pretty good. The lime, it's a bit heavy on the lime. It's a little intrusive, but it does also freshen up really nicely, so I'm a bit on the fence about that one. I think because this one is just so blanketing and cozy and lovely. This one is a whole different... Do you know, these are so different from each other. I think that's the thing that's taken me by surprise the most. These are so... What am I doing? It is like 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday night, and I am drinking premixed snowballs out of a bottle and a can on my own. I think I'm having an existential breakdown right now. Excuse me. Oh, do you know what actually this is reminding me of? This is close to like a key lime pie, whereas that's like a Muller corner. Other yogurts are available, but you know what I mean. This is also nice, but in a stunningly different way from how this one is nice. They're both good drinks, and I'm going to enjoy both of them, to be honest. I know I promised on the Advocaat video that I was going to do snowballs next, as in making them, but I decided to change it up a little bit. So yes, I did lie, sorry. I didn't knowingly lie, but I still effectively lied. I wanted to do these first to kind of see what the baseline was, to know what I'm aiming at. Wow, these are radically different. This one's way more citrusy, so the lemon and lime coming through, and the Advocaat's kind of a bit lost. This one, the Advocaat comes through way more, and the rest of the components just kind of tie it together. So the lemonade more sort of thins it out. You can still taste the lemonade, but it's sort of like an afterthought. The lemonade, you can tell it's, you know, it's like supermarket cheap white lemonade. And the lime, do you know what? The lime isn't really present. It does say it's in there. I wouldn't say there's very much. I don't really know why you'd skimp on the lime, because surely that's going to be the cheapest. Like, lime's like 30p. This... Do you know what, I'm going to fucking say it. I have had a lot. I haven't even filmed all of them because they've been that bad, but I've had a lot of canned, pre-packaged, pre-bottled, pre-jarred, you'll be seeing that in a few weeks, cocktails. This is heads and shoulders. Actually, collectively, these two are head and shoulders the best. Because so few people are going to necessarily want them, you kind of have to nail it. Whereas the rest of them, they kind of run off the appeal of, oh, porn star martini, people will buy this even if it's shit, so they make a shit one. Are there people out there that like those pre-canned porn star martinis? And the espresso martini, I recall, was particularly bad. That was not good at all. Again, I've covered those in prior videos. This is lovely. This is lovely and bright and citrusy and fresh. This is more kind of creamy and soothing. They serve very different functions. One thing I will say, actually, the mouth on them is not too thick. It's thick, but considering how horrendously viscous Advocaat is, these are a good drinking consistency, and they're both really fucking nice, which is not what I was expecting to say from this. I was right, the whole thing of this video originally was going to be, oh, isn't this like just ragging on... I can't, in all good conscience, do that, because it's really fucking nice. And you should go out and buy some. I can't believe I'm recommending these. But yeah, that is really... Do you know, I get why it stood the test of time now. I get it. I will buy more of these, because they're really nice. Do you know what, as well? I wasn't dreading before making my own snowball, but actually these have raised the bar quite significantly. I can't stop. I'm so in love. I'm fanboying. I really am. I'm a little bit worried about pulling it off myself now. So we'll see how that goes. I'm a little bit scared now. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go and have a fantastic time drinking these. This is possibly the happiest I've ever been drinking anything on this channel. And I've drank like 25-year-old whiskies and stuff, but this is what rings my bell. I've been wasting my money. I just closed the channel down. I've peaked. This is it. This is it. This is the top of Mount Olympus. We've nowhere to go from here. I know I sound like I'm being funny. Well, I think I'm being funny, but thank you very much for joining me. Comment down below, have you made your own snowballs in the past? Do you think you make the best snowball? Let me know your methods down below, actually, because Christmas recipes are something that people get really hyped about, and everyone thinks they've got the best one. So if you do, leave them down below, because I might actually test them out, because I've not filmed that video yet. Thumb this video if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't yet joined one of the 1,000 strong people that follow my shenanigans, then there'll be a red subscribe button and you can hit that, and every now and then you'll get told that I've done more ridiculous things like this. And also, if you want to like help me get the £5 back from the, actually I do not begrudge spending a penny on these, I will spend more, but if you want to help me recoup some of the cost of these, then there'll be links to my Patreon down below. It's not mandatory, it's not necessary, and it's fine. We can just be friends, it's fine, don't worry about it. Oh, quite gassy. My finishing thoughts on these. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and do join me next time where I'll be drinking something else. Or possibly just these again, actually.